This would be episode 16.
Yes.
We hope you guys enjoyed episode 15.
Oh my God, I can't believe we made 16.
So, this little episode is
Oh my goodness.
going to be great.
Oh no.
I'm Christina,
And I'm Allison,
and
and
we
we
are
are
Cafecito
Cafecito
and
and
Tecito.
Tecito.
So, the reason why we're going to have these topics is because I'm sure she doesn't remember because she hasn't brought it up. But Saturday night, when we were having a great time, I told her something which I know she doesn't remember because she hasn't brought it up, or unless she was not interested in the conversation. But I told her something that was really bothering me that happened that day or the day before. Um, and then I'm gonna bring it up.
Okay, yes, because I do not know what you're talking about.
So somebody texted me, and I don't remember if it was Friday or Saturday. Somebody texted me, and they just texted me like a hey, but it was the person that it was. So when they texted me hey, my heart dropped. I was with my mom. My heart dropped, and I was just like, and I looked at my mom, and my heart started racing, and I was freaking out, and I was just kind of looking at my phone like, why are you texting me? Like, it was just weird. And
But you knew the
then,
person that said the hey.
yes,
Okay.
the number was saved on my phone and everything. I knew the person. So, I'm sitting there and I'm telling my mom who it is, and she's just like, oh my God. So, like, when I received the hey, I sent back like the little question mark, and then the person texted me back and they're like, why the question mark? So the second text really pissed me off. So I felt like this anger, I felt this hurt just kind of like over my body. So today's episode is more about like accountability, like apologizing, learning to forgive people, communication, moving on from situations, and healing.
Okay.
So it's just a whole bunch of quotes that I found that I feel like we can maybe like relate or not relate or just have an opinion, because throughout the weekend I've kind of been like thinking like I honestly feel like I haven't forgave a lot of people. I haven't healed from a lot of situations. I feel like I didn't receive apologies that maybe I should have deserved, and maybe I haven't apologized to those people.
So like a back and forth kind of thing?
Yeah, like a
Like
back.
both of you at the same time taking accountability?
Yeah, but this is just in general, like multiple people, not just like one specific people, but
Hmm.
this episode is based off on that text.
Okay.
And then it's just us going forward with the whole shabam.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yes. Well, hopefully y'all liked it, our last episode, and we were like this everywhere. We talked about touchy subjects on our last one, but we'll see how everybody takes it.
Okay.
But yeah.
So this one, it's just me reading stuff, and then we're both gonna, like, you say your opinion, and then I'll say my opinion.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, go.
Doing people wrong and avoiding communication isn't protecting your peace, it's avoiding accountability.
Avoiding accountability. 100%. You don't think so? Okay.
Doing people wrong
Doing people wrong.
and avoiding communication isn't protecting your peace, it's avoiding accountability. So it's like me doing something wrong to you,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't tell you about it. Me doing something to you and then I don't talk to you about it, is it's because I'm protecting my peace, or it's because I'm avoiding the confrontation of me having the conversation with you?
Probably the conversation with me or not wanting to tell me what you know.
But would you hold me accountable?
I don't know. Because it would be like, but you knew and you didn't tell me. So we're just sitting here the whole time and I was the fool. Oh my God. That's terrible. I've done a lot of that.
Do you feel like you like me, I've held myself accountable for a lot of the stuff that I've done, and I've apologized, and
Put up with?
I've put up with a lot, but I've apologized for the stuff that I've done or said because I know it was wrong. So I have held myself accountable for a lot of stuff that I've done. Do you feel like you held yourself accountable or you can admit to like your wrongdoings?
Oh, yes. Yes, I will. Maybe not all the time. Well, you know what? I feel like I do. I was gonna say not all the time, but yes. If I know I messed up, to me, I'm just like, well, I messed up and I said this, and I'm sorry. But like, that's all I got for you. I'm sorry. I don't know what else you want me to do.
Yeah, I feel like you can only be I feel like you can sit there and tell people like you're wrong, but they're only going to accept part of your what you're saying. They're not going
Yes.
to accept the whole thing.
Yes. No. But I do. I am very. I do. If I messed up, but you know what? It took me a long time to get to that point. Not just because I always say I just say whatever I want. No, no, no. To finally being like, you know what? You know what it is. I think is like I. How am I gonna tell? Unfortunately, my partner. I know you did this and this and this, but I'm dishing out his dirt. But what about my dirt?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you're gonna tell it, you better tell yours too. So
Like the whole thing too, there's two sides. Remember when we were
yeah,
talking about?
yes. So
Yeah.
after a whole bunch of, I'll be like, yeah, I did it. Did you?
Yeah.
I admitted to it. Taking full responsibility, baby. Now spill the beans. A lot of people can't handle it.
No. True. Accountability feels like an attack when you're not ready to acknowledge your behavior.
Yes. Yeah. Because sometimes I do. I am like that. Like, I do. The girls or Junior will tell me something. I'll be like, I'll try to go around it, right? I'll try to go around it until finally, like, I already know I'm like in a corner and there's no way out. And then I'll be like, yeah, you're right.
So you can admit when they're right,
But it takes me a while.
but you can admit it because there's people that can't admit.
I can.
Honorable act you can do as a human is apologize.
Yes.
How are you with apologizing?
Oh, I can apologize.
Really?
Hmm.
How would you? Mm,
It just depends on what it is. I
yeah,
can apologize.
that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
ask you.
It depends on how much you have shitted on me for me to apologize to you. But I have to know 100% that I was wrong. Like I want receipts, baby. Like I want all that for me to apologize. Other than that, no. Like if I did something stupid and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have said that or what to call it or like a certain conversation. I'll be like, all right, maybe I shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like it just
Yeah.
depends on what it is. But if I feel attacked and you want an apology, no, you're
I
crazy.
feel like an apology has to come from the heart. Like I can sit here and apologize, but it's like it really has to be like
The core.
from the core. Like you really like
Yeah.
I'm sorry type of shit. Forgiveness is a daily sacrifice.
Yes. Especially if you have to lay next to the person you have to try to forgive or you
So
want to forgive.
when I saw that one, I didn't really comprehend it, but then I sat there and I thought about it, and it's like if if somebody calls me and it's this specific person,
Mm-hmm.
I have to answer and be nonchalant. I have to act like I don't know what the person did, if that makes sense. Not act, but it's like I have to forgive the same person each day if I talk to that same person that hurt me each day. Because imagine if I was not bitter, but if imagine if I was just ugly.
And let it consume you.
Yes, imagine how my life would be. I would be fucking
I
miserable.
can tell you, I did that for years. For years.
That's not right.
It's not healthy.
It's yeah, yeah, that's what I meant. It's
Yeah, I
not.
did it for years until I had to finally tell myself, like, I would give my parents advice, like, you're already young, you're already so old. Stop being so bitter with each other. just love each other. Ya, you're old. Ya dejan el pasado, and live happy the rest of your life. I had to, how do you say it? Not just say it, but hear it and take it in, because for a long time I was like that, very bitter, very, very bitter.
Yeah.
I feel like I've worked on it a little bit more now than I have in the past years. I think this last two maybe years I've been way better at it, and just telling my the self the same thing, like, you want to be happy, you have to be happy. Don't, how do you say, don't make yourself be happy, or don't be so mad, but
Yeah.
you chose this life.
Yes.
So live it to your the best and have fun and enjoy it.
Yes. And when I saw it, it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, forgiveness is a daily sacrifice. But then I thought about it and I'm like, well, if I talk to this person each day, I'm basically forgiving this person each day. Forgiveness does not change the person who hurt you. Forgiveness changes you.
Yes. Yes. Because they're going to be who they are. Very much.
If you forgive a person, but you hang on to the anger, the pain, and the hurt, and you say you forgave them, you forgave the person, then you don't understand what forgiveness means. That one hit home.
Yes. Because I don't know. Because I always go by I, there's some things I cannot forgive, but I choose to forget. And I think I got them too confused.
You have them backwards.
Hmm. I can't I can't forgive some things that they have done to me, but I choose to try to forget, to let my days go by better instead of always dwelling that
But you have to forgive to be able to live your day, girl.
no, there's just some things you can't forgive. Am
I
I
I,
I don't know.
I know you can't. So this is, and I chose this one because whenever the person texted me, se me regresó todo el coraje, me regresó like the memories, se me regresó everything. And it's gonna sound fucked up, and I don't feel sorry. Like me replying back, I was super, super ugly. So I feel like the same. I feel like I tried to forget, but I haven't forgiven the person. My thing is, I hardly see this person, I hardly talk to this person. So it doesn't affect me. But then I thought about other situations and I'm just like, would I be able to be with somebody and act every day like
Like nothing.
it didn't happen? It didn't. Yes.
I did. I did for a couple of years.
But how do you?
I was bitter, angry every day. Every day.
I just couldn't.
I was angry every day, sad. There was, and you know what is I didn't want to live anymore. I wanted it to stop. My brain. I wanted my brain to stop thinking.
That was me 2, 3 years ago when the whole thing with the. I think that's why I had so much anger when the whole king of the truck happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was, I, was- I just didn't want to deal with it. It was so much. I felt so played. I didn't understand how you can be with somebody in the morning and be with somebody else at night. I didn't understand how could you, like throughout the day and then the next day be upset over something stupid, but it was to be with the other person. So like in my head I was like, maybe I'm not a good enough mom. Maybe I'm not. That person unfortunately has always made me feel like I'm not good enough. But then I sit back and I'm just like,
Period. No, yes.
how am I not? Like I have so much, even now, like I have so much going for me and like I'm still growing. And like now the whole thing with the liquor thing, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm invincible, however you
Yes.
say it.
Yes, invincible. Yeah, no. It takes me was my mind. My mind. My mind took over so much. I felt the same way you did. Like, well, what did I do? I did like it was. I feel like that's a hard one because your mind, your mind sometimes is just too much. Like mine was just overthinking. Like, is this person doing this? Is they going there? Are they doing this? I'm like, I just wanted it to stop. And the only thing I can think of was just that. hmm That's hard. That's why you have to like. That's why when you say forgive and can you? It's hard. Like, yes, I do think you should forgive to be better. You know what I mean? But I honestly, 100% think there's some things are unforgivable, but we can choose just to. I hate the stupid saying, push it under the rug, but like try to forget it. Try to forget it to be great now
Mhm.
because it was bad then. But we choose the way our life will continue. Like I said, like I had to tell myself, like, okay, Allison, yeah, you chose, come on now. Like, you're not only making yourself miserable, you're making the people around you miserable. They're having to walk on eggshells because they're worried about how you're going to react, how when they weren't the ones that did anything to you. It was that one person that did it to you. Why does everybody have to suffer because you don't know how to just, if you're not going to forgive, then just forget and just try to be great now.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I would be able to. Now that I sit back and I think about it and I just like analyze everything, like I honestly don't feel like that person is for me. And I only say that because that person hasn't forgiven themselves and myself for the stuff we went through. And it's like, I don't want to be with somebody that's going to keep throwing it in my face every chance that they get. Like, I just, me personally, like, me mentally, it just everything, like, I would just hate for me to try, like I said on the last episode, like, I genuinely want to be happy. And it's like, I cannot be happy if you're constantly throwing something at me, but when I throw you your dirt, you get so offended.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, this is where the whole accountability part comes in. Like, be accountable for what you did. I'm accountable for what I did. And basically the same thing. Like, you cannot sit there and just keep throwing it in my face every chance that you get. Like, we're never going to be happy
No,
together, or even as friends, or even as to people that just see each other here and there. Like, we're never going to be happy because it's like, how do you sit there and just keep throwing it and throwing it, but
you can't
I
handle
can't
it.
do the same, you
Yeah.
know? So
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
yeah, so it's like, no,
I agree.
and it's more to like a mental thing. And it's just like, why would I want somebody to keep throwing me down when I feel like I'm at my greatest
hmm
at the time? Like, I just
Yeah.
wouldn't want that around me.
And I'm the terrible one. So like with my situation, I'll never throw they never throw the jabs at me, but I'm like with that one person all the time. I stopped. It's been a long time I stopped, but before it was like any chance I could.
But how are you ever going to be happy? Like, I feel like even now, well, me personally, like, now if I'm with this person and we're having a great time, and just imagine a whole great time, a whole great night, and you wake up the next day and it's like, don't forget you did this, it ruins the night prior.
The
So
good
it's like,
memories I just made.
yeah, so it's like,
And then it's like, what is that stupid saying? The bad overweighs the good or something like that.
yeah, so then it's just like,
No,
nah,
you're
like,
right.
you want me to forget what you did, but you can't forget what I did. So what's,
And let's just be great, dear Lord.
yeah, so what's the point?
Oh my God, you thought about this one real good too.
This is what somebody says, but I just worded it a little bit different. Communicate, but it does not mean they comprehend.
Yes.
So it's like, I can sit there and I can repeat all my wrongdoings. I can apologize so many times. I can admit to the stuff that I did, to the stuff that I said, but they're not comprehending what I'm saying. They're only being ugly about the situation.
Yes. Yes. I agree. That one I do agree. A lot of people don't, like you said, you can explain it in so many different ways. 5, 10 scenarios, all the same thing, but they don't hear it.
It's
Yes.
like it has to be said a certain way for the person
It
to
has to be said the
comprehend.
way they hear it in their head. But since we're not saying it word per what is it, verbatim, whatever, that the way that they're thinking in their head, then that means we're not understanding what they're saying.
Yes.
Yes.
Everything is temporary, and you try to hold on to something, that's when it destroys you.
Yes, my friend.
Unfortunately.
Yes. So this is gonna be me attacking you.
This
Just
is
for you.
yes, no, yes.
I'm not trying to be. I'm not being ugly. I just want. I want you to do like read it to yourself
No,
again.
yes, it's me. That's why I did this. Cuz it's making sense now. I didn't realize I've been holding myself back from so much stuff. Honestly, the day that the day of Titi's part, the day of your cousin of Titi's party, and the day of Sheila's party, that's me. Like the way I was dressed at Sheila's, that's how I dress. But I'm not able to dress like that without somebody saying something. And I'm really fun and I'm really outgoing, and I just feel like I haven't been like my genuine self, trying to like please people that aren't even around. Like if that makes any fucking sense.
Yes,
Because
100.
I know people are watching. Like I know people are, I don't care what anybody fucking says. People are fucking watching. They're looking. They're trying to see like what every move, and it's like I just hate that I have to be careful with shit that I say. Like I'm just so fucking done with being careful with what I say, being careful with how I dress, being
And
careful
they're not
with
here and present in your life
yes,
in your everyday.
yes,
They don't see the greatness and everything you have accomplished. They
yes,
only see what they choose to see.
yes.
Yes, I
And I'm
agree.
just so over it. So fucking over it. But yeah, people want to hold you accountable for your actions, and it's like they're not going, and it's like, are we not going to address what you did that made me do and say those things? This one.
Yes.
So they call us crazy, and they call us
Everything.
bullies, and they call us a whole bunch of shit.
Mhm.
But it's like, you
What'd you
got
do?
me there. Or
Yes.
what did you say? You like to poke?
You like to poke at the beast.
Yes, and then you get offended
Yes.
when shit goes down.
Yes, you don't like what you hear, but you started it. I agree.
Here we are being great.
Yes, 100%.
In order to heal a wound, you have to stop touching it.
You heard?
Do you hear?
Do you
Do
hear?
you hear it?
Yes.
Are we listening?
Oh,
Are
baby.
we comprehending?
Yes, sometimes I do pick at the scab. I do. But honestly, I haven't done a long time. I was, well, this weekend I did a little bit, but we're not going to do that no more. We're not drinking anymore. I blame it on the alcohol. No, I'm playing.
We can't blame it on the alcohol.
No.
I feel like we are more vulnerable when we're drinking though, and shit does come up. It just sucks that we cannot not bring stuff up.
Yes.
I think it's just the hurt. I think it's the hurt that we don't get to talk about because we want to be
It's
like
the
the
unfinished questions. I want answers to my questions. You never gave me the answer to, and that's what I let eat in my brain.
Do you feel like you're I feel do you feel like you're healed?
No.
What's going to get you to get healed? Those unanswered questions?
Yes, and then I had somebody tell me one time, but do you really want to hear them? Do you really want to hear what you already know? I feel like I know. I feel
Really?
like I know the answer. but it's the like tell me, like I want to, I know, so just tell me. At the end of the day, I chose this life. Just
But
tell
if
me.
you're already great, why?
That's why I want to. We can talk about the marriage thing. I don't feel like I'm healed, but I do feel that I'm trying to heal. I feel
Hmm.
that I heal every. I think we heal each other every year or every month. I don't know. I feel like we've grown.
Me personally, I would say every day, and I'm only saying every day because it goes back to you're forgiving. We're forgiving the person each day, so it's like we're also healing each day because we're still choosing.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. We choose the life we live at the moment.
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna say like my friend says, 100%.
Healing alone will be one of the hardest things you will ever do. It will force you to sit in your grief and feel it.
That's for you. I've never been alone. Like I've always had somebody there. You can honestly say I feel like if we're talking relationship and life, like I feel like you know how it is to be alone in your own thoughts.
This one stuck out because even though I'm home alone, I'm not alone. And then I also keep myself busy. So I feel like I've never genuinely healed from anything because I've always been so busy.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes
So
sense. That makes sense.
so I've never actually just sat here and just grieved and just get all the punches because I purposely, and I've told you this before, I purposely keep myself busy.
Yes,
And
that's why y'all just don't know all the things she does. But if y'all looked at her
eh,
Instagram one time, she put all the things.
and I purposely tire myself so that I sleep through the night. But then again, like we talked about it, I cannot sleep a whole night. So I wake up every 2, 3 hours and then I nap sometimes throughout the day. But I keep my mind and my body so busy so that I don't think of stuff that I shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, I think I would like to just be home alone.
Or like me, like I said, my piece is alone, alone, alone.
Yes, so I can really. I feel like I have to really sit down and just accept the punches, cry it out, thug it out,
Grief.
so I can come back.
Yes.
Because I feel like if and when I come back, it's game over. It's game over.
So
Love is not punishing people for what they did and holding on to what they did to you.
yeah, because you can still love them. They can. Your love is love. That's one. That's a hard one because you can still love them no matter what they do, and that's the problem of letting go, right?
And that's what I meant. Like, I just want to be happy. Like, I don't want shit thrown at me. I just want, like, a me, love me for my greatness, love me for my flaws, love me for my past, love me for what's to hold in the future. Like, you can't sit there and tell me you love me. You just keep fucking throwing me
Mm-hmm.
down, fucking throwing shit at me left and right. Like, that's not love. Like, how is that love?
Do you think you confuse your love?
Yes, yes. I confuse it's not that it's confusing, but I accepted love the wrong way. And I'm only saying that because their actions are great, but their mouth is foul.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can get all these gifts, I can get the best sex, I can get, but if your mouth isn't matching your, that's not love. It's not.
Mm-mm.
And if you're sitting there and
Oh,
you're just bashing me and throwing stuff at me and reopening the wound time after time after time after time, like it
isn't it
gets tiring. Like I don't want
mentally?
that.
Yes.
I do not want that. I want to be happy. Like please make the match. Like It just doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. So now when they ask what's love, like now it's like what's not that,
Mm-hmm.
because it just doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. I chose to stay with him for all the things that he had done right, and not to leave him for the one thing he did wrong.
Oh my God, would you? I've heard that one in the movie. What movie was it?
I don't know, but that one stuck out.
Say it again.
I chose to stay with him for all the things that he had done right, and not to leave him for the one thing he had done wrong.
But was it one thing? Oh my God, that's where we get the love confused. Mm-hmm. Cause what is it? What is that saying? How many wrongs to make a right, or whatever the hell?
Hmm.
So it's like, oh my God, it's like in general, like if a friend shits on you one or two, three times, are you gonna still be with the friend because you're gonna remember all the good things that person did over the little bit of, you know what I mean? So it's like that's in a relationship or in a, yeah,
It's
it's
anything.
anything, yeah.
Parents, family, friends, a partner. It's basically anything. It's crazy because I choose to cut people off when they do me wrong the first time, but there's other people that I keep around that just keep doing wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong. And it's like, I always try to put like
The good, not
the
they. This
good.
person did, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You try to just forget, 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 forget.
Yes.
Maybe it's a
It's a never
Hispanic.
ending
Maybe it's
cycle.
a Hispanic thing.
I think it's just the way we grew up. Not we grew up, but the people we were around. I think we're the generation that's trying to break the cycles of
Yes,
everything
yes.
so that we give our kids.
You've already broken the cycle in this sense. Now that you know your daughter's a certain age, she already passed and has accomplished at her age more than what you had accomplished at. You know what I mean? That,
Yes, yes.
and then the same thing with me. My daughters, you know, I have two of them that are doing way better than at the age I was. You know what I mean? That's where we broke the cycle, and we're just gonna continue to push it so they won't. And you may not want to say it, but it is what we saw and what we live with. Unfortunately, what we saw growing up, uncles, aunts, parents, whatever, and that's how we got the love confused. You know what I mean? And I know we know what love is. I think you, like you said, the good outweighed the bad, but the bad could have been really, really bad,
Hmm.
and it still outweighed it. But I think it is like us, like you said, we're breaking the cycle. Right now is the time we are breaking the cycle. Because, like, I'm pretty sure you talk to Nat all the time. I talk to the girls all the time, like, don't do this, don't do this.
And I'm sure their generation moving forward is going to be so different. Cuz even with me, like with, like I was with this guy, and to my parents it was weird that the guy was like, "Go have girls night." Like, my mom and my dad was like, "Te dejas salir?" And I'm like, "I'm going with my friends. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong." And my parents would be like, my mom more, she'll be like, "Your dad would have never let me have like a girls' night."
Mm,
And I'm just like, I'm just go like I'm to me it's like I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm going out. He's doing, he's probably at home, or he's doing like his guy thing, like,
yeah.
I don't know. So that alone is too, like, that's breaking a cycle. Like,
Mm-hmm.
old school, I'm gonna
Like
say Mexicans. Old school, like,
Latinos.
yes.
Yeah, because she was, like you said, she was baffled. Like, what? You're going by
Yeah,
yourself?
yes, she was so like, and I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna go with my friends. And I think we went like like bar hopping or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy went to go pick me up, and I told my mom like he went to go pick me up, and my mom was just like,
What?
yeah.
Dijo, ¿qué qué?
She's like, fue por ti, and I'm like, yeah, like, she's
Well,
like,
just like earlier when I heard Alexis say, she's like, "Oh, I want to. If I get a two-bedroom apartment, you know, it's gonna be for me. He can't spend the night, you know, or he can't live with me. But you know, when they're old enough, they're gonna do the sleepovers. We'll say. But like she said, like I like to hear that. Like, oh, I want to live by myself, and I would like to have a two-bedroom apartment, whatnot, or a house, whatever. But he can't live with me. He could come and visit me,
mm-hmm.
but this is not his. Like, you're not gonna." smooch off of my hard work. We're gonna meet each other in the middle. Like that's something in my mind, I never thought about having kids.
For their age too, to
Yes,
be saying that, that's we're doing something right.
yes. And like Nat, she's already gonna graduate with her associates. She's
Mhm.
already ahead of whatever you were doing at her age. My two girls, one is already gonna hopefully in a year and a half or two graduate from nursing. The other one paralegal. Like we're in my mind, like I think about everything. My parents never talked to me. We had that discussion last time. My parents never talked to me about none of that. And we get to talk to the girls more like there's more stuff for you to do. You don't have to settle. And hopefully they've learned by seeing what we go through, what love is and what love isn't. And if what I have showed my kids that they see our crazy love, that's not what it is, then you go find what it is for you. Because what me and dad have showed y'all isn't what you think love is, then go find it. Like, by looking at us, I don't want that. What the
Yeah.
hell is this? What in the hell? Then go find it.
Mhm.
Since you know what I mean? Because like we all put up with different things, like you said, like you said. I think we just misinterpreted love. We don't, we didn't understand it. But like on that last episode, one of the like, I didn't even know I love my man. We just living together. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But that's because, like I said, there was a lot of things that he knows it, and I'm gonna say it out loud, 100%. I will not forgive some things, just like he probably doesn't forgive. Just that I'm more vocal with my feelings, and I just feel like sometimes you're just gonna have to forget. I don't think you can forgive all the time. I think there's some things. That's gonna be a. I don't think you can, but I just hope that like we said, we broke the cycle and they're gonna figure it out. All of them. I think in this generation right now, the way that the girls, like I said, I'll say it 100 times. Looking at, she's already graduated associates. My girls are in college. Who would have ever thought? You know what I mean? Me with just my high school diploma, pregnant, working with my parents for years, didn't have a job. I didn't start working like real corporate work like till like 5 years ago.
Really?
Yes, I worked with my parents the whole time, and my parents at that when I used to work with them, I would only get paid like $300 a week.
I didn't know
That's
that.
nothing. And I'm not trying to, but the good thing is that I got to keep my girls with me all the time. I didn't have to pay for babysitter. My mom paid for our food. Like that's where they helped me. You know what I mean? But I wasn't making nothing. So that's why I said like you can only do what you can,
Yeah.
what you get. And then Junior was working, but it still wasn't enough until finally like I had to tell my parents like this is not gonna like I want to work with y'all, but I need more money, and I know at the moment y'all can't give it to me, so I have to go somewhere else. But yeah, I never worked a real job until 5 years ago. About 5 years ago. I'm almost 40. That's,
You know it's crazy? It's I throughout this whole process of like the shop and everything, I wanted to experience me having a 9 to 5, so I went
I know.
back to working a 9 to 5 and I only lasted like a month. I was like this life is not for me.
She's like, what schedule? She goes, where's my nap time? She goes, where's my midday nap?
No, yes, and then I would go in there and like I would be late every day. I would be late and I'll walk in with like my Starbucks and like my boss would just look at me and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." But I would walk in with food and it's like, "You're late." And I'm just like, "There was traffic."
But with the whole bag of food.
Yes, and he'll just look at me and like I'll go about my day and like there's days I was bored just there and I'd be like, "I have to go home." I had nothing to do at home. I just didn't want to sit there cuz it was me and the computer all fucking day and I just didn't like it.
And look at me. I'm all
Yeah.
fucking day on the
Yes.
computer.
And I
I
didn't
sit down for hours in front of my computer. That's what I do. I hardly do. I do other stuff at work, but my main job is to sit at my desk and I do my work.
but I didn't like it. I would
And
get
I
so
love it.
bored.
Don't get me wrong. I would like to have a midday nap. God knows it. But I like my job. I guess because but I always told myself I'm not going to work in the fast food industry.
Hmm.
But I did, you know what? I did work at the Reunion Tower for a couple of months when it was on, but I was in high school. We were just playing around. It was really nothing. But yeah, like that. I do that 9 to 5. I'm late to work every day. I love my job, but I'm late to work every day. I stop at McDonald's every morning, get my large coffee with 8 cream and 8 sugar, and I'm either 30 minutes late, maybe 30 minutes late, 15 to 30 minutes late every day. But I get my job done.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
I didn't like it. And like now,
A whole businesswoman
yeah.
having her whole business said, I'm bored of this. I still want my business, but I want to do my night.
He knew like my whole background, and he chose like
He still
he
chose.
chose to give me the job. He chose to, and then I asked him one day, I'm like, why did you hire me? Like, you know? And he's like, you have really great work ethic. Es lo que me dijo. He's like, you have really great work ethic. And then he was like, he liked me doing my, like, I was doing my job, but it was just boring to me. Not that it was boring, but it was just like,
It was boring.
I didn't like it.
It was boring
I
because
just
if it was
didn't.
more fast paced, I think more on your toes, and then you had to sit there for hours.
Yes. Like, I could not be in the computer. He wanted me in the computer, like,
Entering data, whatever, them checking things, and
everything.
yeah.
And I was just like, and I put my AirPods on, and I was just like, and he'll pass by me, and I'm like, I'm bored, and he's like,
You're getting paid though hourly.
but he would give me an hour lunch.
I have an hour lunch every day and I sleep if I can.
That's great. I wish I would have. I should have napped during my. That
Maybe you
probably
would
would
have
have
liked.
helped. Yeah,
She said I
maybe
would
that
have
would have
enjoyed
helped.
it.
He wanted me to stay so bad. He offered me one of his little rooms so I could do lashing from there.
What?
Yes, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. And then I just,
Really?
yeah.
So he still wanted you to work there, give your
Yeah.
hour lunch, and still work out of his business. Why were you like, I can't work here because I gotta go do lashes?
No, because you know what's fucking crazy? I made it work for me. I would go to his job, I would leave, I would come lash, and then I'll come home. So I was doing both.
Okay, so you had like a routine.
Yes, so it was working out for me. I don't know. I just didn't like having a boss. I didn't like him telling me that
You
I
mean
was
you were
late.
the boss? That's
Yes,
why
I wanted to be the boss, and he wasn't letting me be the boss,
he
and
wasn't letting you be great.
I just didn't like it. But yeah, he wanted to keep me because I'm telling you, me at a job, perfect work ethic. That life just wasn't for me.
Oh my goodness. I like my job, guys. So, with out of everything that you wrote,
Mhm.
and I'm pretty sure you read it multiple times, like you said, there was some you didn't understand, and there's some that made sense to you after you read it. Like me, I have to sometimes read something out loud instead of just reading it in my brain. So, what did you think you got out of all that? Like me, out of everything, is um the me to me was the not knowing what love really is, and I guess not compensating it for something else, but like, oh my god, is it like the receiving? You know what I mean? Like I think it was that's what I took from it. Like I didn't receive the love part, like not distinguishing it. I guess you can say that, and learning to, if you want to, let it go. Like honestly, forgive.
Yes,
I
yes,
got that from it,
yes.
from everything. Forgiving to me, man. We can go on for hours with it. Forgiving for me is very, very hard to forgive.
And that's why I
But it's stupid. Look, but it's okay. We're not even gonna have to. Can't talk too much. It's just it's forgiving. Like if I feel like you shitting on me so bad, like I cannot forgive you. But then it's like I'm here next to this person, and I'm never gonna say he was it was terrible when it was bad, but it's great when it's great, and it's been great for a long time. But when it was bad, it was bad. and I couldn't see myself forgiving. Like I can't. And even right now, honestly, even though I'd be like, oh, I want to do this and I want to, there's just some things you can't forgive. I couldn't forgive. I can't. But I choose to try to forget as much as I can and not let it take over my consume me. But that's what I took from it. Forgiving. Out of everything, forgiving and then learning to love, but love the right way and not getting it confused. And not letting the bad overweigh the good or the good overweigh the bad. Because sometimes when bad is bad and wrong is wrong.
Mhm.
And you're blinded in general, blinded by the oh
All the you start to think, well, me personally, and I'll say it willingly, I think I was so stuck on, but this person used to be great, maybe they'll be great again. So then I keep pushing back all the bad, and
because you've seen that person the best that they've been.
yes,
To not be it in your mind, you're like, what?
yes, but then you sit there and you start to think, and you start to acknowledge stuff a little bit more, and it's like, why am I putting up with so much when
Yeah,
there's no point?
that and because one day you have to be happy.
Yeah, and that's
And you deserve it just like the other person does, just like we all do as in
everybody.
friends.
Yeah,
Everybody, we all
everybody
deserve
deserves
it.
to be happy. I do that for sure. I totally agree. Whether it doesn't matter who it is. I wish everybody happiness, like friends, family,
Yeah, with or
my
without me.
siblings,
Yes,
whomever. I've never been ugly or anything like that, but
I do.
stop
Be
putting
ugly. You're gonna when you open your eyes, I hope you see my face. I don't play.
but it's like, stop putting the other person down. Like, just let the other person be great.
Yes,
Like,
if you know. Oh my god, this is like me spitting on my face. Like if you know you fucked up too, fuck. Yeah, we both messed up, and just eat it and let it go by. Cause
yes.
you still talk to me. I still call you. You still call me. Some here and there. So clearly you do have something for me, or you're trying to. Because if not, if I was shit like you make me feel, and you say I am shit, why you messing with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my
And
god.
that was the thing.
No, yes, that was a good one.
Yeah, but everything from this was just me realizing that I haven't healed properly. I have taken accountability for a lot of stuff that I've said and I've done. I am still healing, and I haven't healed correctly because I haven't allowed myself to heal correctly. And my communication's there, comprehension's not there,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
Yes.
And it's just like, and this is just in general, like, I feel like we all worth something, and we shouldn't let anybody make us feel any less, because I feel like even if you're the shittiest person, you're still worth something. So why are you gonna let somebody make you feel more shitty? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, just let it go, move on, be happy, and
Be
yes,
great.
yes,
Yes, I totally agree. Feel like this is I really like doing this. This is therapy to me. Like any topic we talk about, probably people may feel we talk about the same thing all the time, but it's because a lot of people are gonna have to understand we're giving y'all bits and pieces as we go, and you're getting more and more every episode.
yeah. And then also too, like, us just choosing topics and staying with them, and then it's like, I feel like some people won't be able to admit, like, I can't forgive, or maybe they'll get something out of it too. Like, to me, with all of this, what I got out of literally everything, it's like, I don't want somebody shitting on me all the time for shit that happened years ago.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, this is 2025. 20-year-old me, 25-year-old me was totally different from 31-year-old me. So it's like, the stuff you think you have against me, it's from back then. Like, you don't know
Me now.
me
The
now.
new
The thing, like,
everybody grows.
how we were Saturday, like, that's me. Like,
Fun and bubbly.
fun, bubbly. I feel like I'm heart, like I have a big heart, like, and if you can't see that, baby, that's your loss.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing else, and I refuse to change. And it goes back to the thing too, like nobody should change for anybody. Like, you
You should
should be
change.
able to be your authentic self. Because I feel like with you, I can be myself. And then there's certain friends too that I can genuinely just be myself and not get judged on anything that I say or do.
No, yeah.
But yes, guys,
Yes, this was a good one. I like this one.
it's super quick.
Oh.
So we did a thing on Instagram and we posted, why is it hard to forgive people? Somebody said because they just keep disappointing you.
Yeah. Very
Very
relatable.
valid.
Very valid. Yes.
It's hard to forget what they did.
Yes. No, yes.
And it goes back to the thing, like you have to forgive each day. If you're talking or seeing that person each day, you have
Yeah,
to.
you're working at it every day.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part. And then when you live with the person, I think it's even harder.
I have too much anger and can't let go.
Oh my God, do I know that person? I feel like I do. I feel like I can say the name.
Yeah, that's what it says. Because it's our ego that gets hurt more than anything. That's a
Ooh,
big one.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's your ego, their ego. My God. Yes. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Hmm.
Oh, yes.
Anger and memories of what they did.
Yes. I think it's the anger. The anger.
Let's see if, yeah, that's it.
Those are good ones. I like that one of the ego.
Yeah, that's a really, really good one.
Yes. Okay. All right, guys. This is episode, we say 16.
Yes.
All right. Leave us comments. Let us know what y'all think. Don't forget to hold on. Don't forget to
Like,
don't forget to
like,
like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're on Instagram, Cafecito and Tecito. We're on TikTok, Cafecito and Tecito, and we are on Podbean
Yes.
as Cafecito and Tecito. And y'all see all those new where to find us. If y'all don't want to watch us, y'all can go hear us, and that one's gonna be more raw and uncut.
And that one's longer.
Yes, it'll be longer than this one. So you'll hear other things that you didn't hear here. You'll hear it on there, and then we have some more surprises coming up with the new platforms that we're using. So maybe sometimes you'll only catch half here, and then the rest over there.
Yeah,
We
but-
are Cafecito Tecito, but we
Yes.
are your favorite.
Your favorite duo.
Thumbs up.